Mosul was an exceptionally hard fight, and it was the so-called capital of the so-called caliphate in Iraq. So that's a massive blow to ISIS, who I would describe as a desperate and increasingly defeated enemy, actually. But as I said, there are 3 or 4 other areas where ISIS have control, and I can list those names because they are fairly well known. There's a place called Caliphate, which is in the north of Iraq on the west, so it's roughly about 40-50 kilometers to the west of Mosul. There's Al-Qaim, which is in the middle Euphrates Valley, close to the international border with Syria. Those are 2. There's an area that's called the Hawija Pocket, and there's a couple of other areas as well, but ISIS still have a presence. So future operations, it is an Iraqi security forces plan. We're here to support and enable them. For the Iraqi security forces, I think the provision of the support that they are receiving probably what's required at the moment. As I said, they haven't lost the battle since mid-2014, so they are increasingly becoming a really competent and effective force. So the training that is being delivered to date, I think, is exactly what is being required. I think at some point we will have to transition elements of the training so that it's focused on their sort of longer term needs, as opposed to training them for the fight against Daesh, which is actually the main focus of the training at the moment. It's very difficult to determine the sort of numbers of Daesh, because what you find the procedures that they use is they coerce or brutalize local civilians, and part of that they will force them into actually fighting for that, and they do that by threatening families, in some cases killing families. They've got some pretty barbaric techniques that they use. So it's very difficult to know exactly who is a committed ISIS fighter and who is a civilian that has been forced to fight on behalf of Daesh. We believe that ISIS, some of the reinforcements that we've seen in Iraq have come from across the border, Syria, but that doesn't mean to say that they were from Syria in the first place. So I would say they are a mix. There are foreign fighters in there. There are local fighters that are part of ISIS. And the important thing is we're seeing, tensions and infighting between predominantly the foreign fighters and some of the elements of the local fighters as well. So I think it goes back to the fact that ISIS is a increasingly fractured and desperate enemy. All of the coalition over here, and I include in that the 1st Armored Division, are doing a superb job. Every single one of them is focused on the mission at hand. The Iraqi security forces and the coalition supporting them, but they really have, achieved some, hugely successful victories over here. And the fact that they've managed to liberate 4.2 million Iraqis from, a really brutal ISIS regime is to be congratulated. A huge thank you to all of our friends and families and our loved ones back in El Paso, because without their support, this job would be so much more difficult to achieve.